Hello citizens! In this video I would like to cover some of the basic concepts of trading in Star Citizen, along with some useful tools you can use to improve your trading experience, and finally I will talk about some of the inner workings of the current version of the economy. As always, if you like the video, sacrifice a like to the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for more. And also a quick shout out to our patrons and a big thanks for their support. If you would like to support what I do here on the channel or the armory, consider subscribing. I'm going to start by showing you how to trade, and then I'm going to explain how to find trade routes. First, to trade you need a ship that has cargo space. You can find this information either on the ship page or using the ASOP terminal at landing zones. At this point, many of you will ask, can I trade with my starter ship? Yes, you can. Of course, more cargo space tends to generate more profit, but if you want to trade, having a ship with a small cargo hold shouldn't stop you. You can always earn enough money to rent or buy a larger ship. The Cutlass Black comes at a reasonable rent and purchase price and can help you increase your profits nicely if all you have is a starter ship. It's also a multi-role ship, so if you ever want to expand into rock mining or bounties, you can use it for that as well. Second, you will need some starting money. Amount depends on the ship you will be using, but for starters, no more than 1,000 credits per SCU of cargo should be needed. To buy commodities to trade, you need to head to one of the many outposts in the verse, like mining and research outposts and farms. At the outpost, you need to find the trading terminal. If the outpost has multiple buildings, the terminal is located in a building with a white antenna with orange lights. The building is labeled as storage. In outposts with one building, the terminal will be inside. Once you find the terminal, go to the buy tab, select your ship, select the commodity you want to buy and the amount you want, and then confirm the transaction. Now you need to fly to the location where you will sell the commodities you just bought. Generally speaking, you want to fly to a trade development division at a major landing zone for this. However, there are commodities you can sell at other outposts, but I will explain that later. Selling works the same way as buying, except you go to the sell tab instead. Once you sell, go back to the outpost and buy more commodities and rinse and repeat until you get rich. Now, especially when you're trading using a starter ship, it might be a good idea to check the lootable boxes at the outpost. These sometimes contain commodities like fruit and resources that you can loot and sell for extra money, and you might also find some useful gear. To make things easier, I recommend you drag the items from the container to the local inventory and then to your ship. This way, if you forget, the items will stay at the outpost so you can get them later, or they will transfer to your landing zone at the next reset. So now let's talk about how to find trading routes. There are 3 tools out there that I know of where you can look up trade information: Galog, Trade Tools, and the UEE Exchange. All of them are great and offer different features, so try each one out and find the best one for you. Personally, at the moment I am using the UEE Exchange as it seems to have the most accurate pricing data. Generally, you want to look for a commodity and a route with the highest profit margin. This will generally point you to commodities like Agricium and Laranite. However, these are highly traded commodities, so you might encounter supply shortages. So, especially when you're using a large ship to trade, you should consider trading commodities with a lower profit margin but a higher supply, like diamonds, gold, titanium, or astatine or fluorine. When you're trading with a small or a medium-sized ship, you could, instead of selling commodities at the main landing zones, sell them to other outposts. The selection of commodities you can do this with is fairly limited, but outposts will pay a good price for commodities they need. Especially when you're trading in a small ship like the Nomad or the Avenger, this might help you earn some extra money. I have found that selling food, stims, or medical supplies to outposts tends to yield good profits. In some location, you can even create a circular route where you're carrying medical supplies or stims one way and fluorine or other gases back. Also, I find this type of trading more engaging, especially with a smaller ship. At this point, I think it's important to explain how shop inventories and commodity pricing works. At the moment, the inventory of a specific trading terminal in the verse is shared across all servers. This was done in preparation for server meshing. Prices of commodities are determined by supply, but only on a local level. This means that it doesn't matter what is happening globally in the verse, the individual outposts and trading locations will determine their prices based on their inventory. The location will offer the best price for a commodity when it has the desired supply, meaning that it will sell commodities at the lowest price when the supply is high, and it will buy commodities at the highest price when the supply is low. On a final note, trading is dangerous. 30k errors may not be an issue anymore, but bugs happen and the game crashes, and most importantly, piracy is on the rise. Especially when trading from high-profile locations, and when trading with a large ship, find people you trust to man your turrets or fly escort ships. With that being said, that should be all you need to know to start trading. Thank you for watching, fly safe, and I will see you in the verse.